Okay, today's story is called The Hidden Forest by Jeannie Baker. Jeannie Baker is an Australian who does the most amazing collage pictures for her books. We'll be doing a couple more of her books, but this one is particularly beautiful. As you go in, that page, I think, is just stunning. Down in the dark, tangled world of the weed, there are big and small fish. Ben knows where they are. But time after time, only tiddlers come up in his fish trap. Ben empties them out in disgust to let them die. He wants something much bigger. This time, when he tries to raise the trap, it will not move. Ben yanks at it with all his strength. Suddenly, the dinghy flips from under him and he tumbles into the sea. Ben opens his eyes to a blurry underwater world. He feels the slimy kelp slide over him. He senses dark movement. What was that? I don't know how well you can see that, but all of these pictures are made of collage of natural materials. Ben panics. He's afraid some unknown creature will grab his legs as he scrambles back into the dinghy. Did he see something, or was it his imagination? The kelp clings to his oars and won't let him go. Ben eventually rows free of the kelp and calms down. He must recover his trap, but he will need the help of a friend who can dive down to untangle it. He thinks of Sophie. Sophie is a strong diver. She agrees to help Ben if he will come to see the world under the waves with her. Ben gazes at the surface of the water, but it's like a mirror. He worries about what might be lurking below and cautiously lowers himself into the sea. Oh, this is beautiful. Just have a little look at that. To his surprise, Ben finds himself floating above a mysterious underwater forest that sways back and forth with the rolling of the waves. Gigantic golden trees of kelp reach towards the sun. Shafts of sunlight shimmer in their branches. Ben anxiously waits while Sophie untangles the trap. At last, it's free. Sophie holds out her hand to Ben and takes him to explore the different kelps growing near the rocky shore. Ben holds onto a piece of bull kelp and rides with it as it sways and stretches with the tide. When the kelp touches him, it feels like velvet swirling against his skin. He parts some of the kelp to reveal rock alive with all kinds of strange, beautiful textures. And she's managed to create those beautiful textures with collage. Sophie shows Ben how he can hold his breath and dive down into the forest to look for sea dragons. Sensing a presence behind him, Ben turns. I don't know if you can see that picture well enough. There's a huge eye. So there's Ben. And there's the eye. A whale, watching him closely, glides gently by. Ben is overwhelmed with wonder. They catch glimpses of its dark, gleaming shape, rolling and sliding against the kelp as it passes on around the bay. That's the edge there of the Australian rainforest. But now Ben sees things differently. He sees how wonderful these creatures are here in their mysterious hidden world. He feels this is where they belong. Okay, there's also a note from the author at the end. It says, Kelp forests grow in the shallow, cold, temperate and Antarctic waters of both the northern and southern hemispheres, especially where there is a rocky surface. Kelp forests are structured in layers, each layer representing a distinctive habitat for different plants and animals. Some forests are important nurseries for fish. The main kelp in this book is known as giant kelp or string kelp. This species is the fastest growing plant in height in the world and can grow 35 centimetres a day. Forests of giant kelp occur on the cold water coasts of North and South America, South Africa and southeastern Australia, New Zealand and the islands near Antarctica. The kelp forest community here is based on one found on the east coast of Tasmania, where some scientists are concerned that giant kelp is disappearing. Jeannie Baker made a number of visits to Tasmania's Tasman Peninsula, where she went snorkelling and scuba diving to explore firsthand the magic of its kelp forests. Jeannie constructed the artwork using a multitude of collected natural materials, including seaweeds, sponges and sands. The kelp was modelled with a translucent artist's clay and the wet seawater with resin. Beautiful book. We'll read more books by her this time. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.